Ну, я имею в виду, блять, она на теги не успеет добавить.
А какие там теги? EA,
И
пидорасы. EA, пидорасы, гандоны, суки. Высыху. Ладно. Я успею в таком случае, знаешь, что сделать? Знаешь, что я успею сделать? Тихо.
так. Фига, у них такая прикольная эта галочника. Мне очень нравится. Блять, нет музыки. Ну ладно, я, наверное, не успею теги добавить. Ну, я думаю, сегодня ночью никто не повезет особо, потому что все спать будут.
Я запустил
Ты
все
посмотри,
инсалты.
ебать, у них офигенная закусочника.
Я запустил все инсалты.
Ремастер, эдишн, комплит, хуишн.
Ой, теперь тут не THQ, а Deep Silver. Валишн.
А сейчас поховал это, Ипсилио. Сука. Но научился.
Спец 500.
5 конференций на этой всего неделе было, из которых, наверное, только ей повысил нормально. Офигеть.
Чё
Зачем?
с, насто... Чё с настройками? Что с настройками, я не понял. А почему разрешение такое полный экран? Ультра, мне поставил ультра.
У меня тоже.
А вы не охренели там ультра ставите?
Блин, блядь, она мне лайки фоткала, оказывается, фоткала, и не сказал ей не спасибо, ничего, блин. Ну, блин.
Давай на ультра попробуем. Конечно, я думаю, что у меня будет лагать, но ладно. А знаешь, что прикол? У меня FPS не показывает. Я хочу просто посмотреть на то, как оно у меня будет идти, и выйти. Ёпта, загрузочный экран. Вау! Вау!
Да.
Вау! Вау, что с графой? Вау! Что они сделали с графой? Вау! Сы не хватает мне. Что с инсой, ёб твою мать? Управление. Ясненько. Сенсой, ёпта. А, Камера машины умная. Так. Графу чуть-чуть надо унизить.
Чуть-чуть.
Так
Здорово, в
вот.
ожидании нового НФС. Мне кажется, новый НФС не покажут. Слишком как-то рановато. Ладно, давайте переключимся уже это. Я тут просто это еще сейчас это похож сегодня Стёлка, похож, познакомился и что-то это. Ей только время уделяю. И по вас забываю. 3 минуты осталось. Ничего я не буду киты добавлять. И у них почему-то звука нет здесь. Смотрите.
А почему?
3 минуты осталось. А почему 846? Что
Ты
такое?
телефончик есть?
Да не, я не хочу тебе телефон. Мне телефон нужен, мне же дурака-то надо
Ай.
это. Блин. Что такое?
Нормально. Ничего. Так, управление. Мне не нравится, что чувствительность такая маленькая. Давай на 50. Можно. Я помню, в оригинале 50 было много. Сейчас посмотрим, как здесь.
Сейчас. Чем долго занят? Это.
Да нет.
Я тебе хочу показать, где вот не секс устроили. Ты знаешь,
Не
как мы...
надо.
Давай, знаешь, как я хочу назвать это? Чтобы ей обиды не было. А мы с тобой вчера устроили собачий секс.
Собачий щекос.
Мгм. А где этот стрим? Я сам стрим не могу найти. Вот,
Ой, твою мать.
вот смотри. Где демонстрация экрана? У нас еще время есть. Вот смотри, нахуй.
Чё такая? Что ты здесь
Вот,
маленькая?
вот смотри,
Вот
нахуй. Вот, вот она. Ну ты что там долго? Я тебе долго буду смотреть, показывать свои охуительные собачьи секс.
собачий секос.
Вот, смотри, собачий секс. 20 комментариев, нахуй.
Ёпта, ремастер реально выглядит красиво.
Ну вот. Ну, ты посмотрел, надеюсь. Осталось 1,5 минуты, проценточки. У них почему-то нету звука. То есть, вот вы видите, у них почему-то звука нет. Вот. 40, я думаю, за 100 тысяч.
Переключение оружия. Ёпта, я не понимаю. Это чё так модно? Ой. Это чё так модно? Фильтр размытия ставить? Да давай ты. Господи. Да не, мне сенсы крайне
20,
мало.
все, уже начинает.
А,
Вот.
я не знаю, что с сенсой, у меня сенсы крайне мало, ёпта.
Так, ну чё, ребятки, всем приятного просмотра, как говорится, так. Вы хотя бы видео, Критиона гений. А, ну я знаю это, ну посмотрим, слушай. А уже трейлер,
Трейлер чего?
похоже. Electronic Arts Present. Uplay Live.
Hello and welcome
А, нет,
everyone
нихуя.
to EA Play 2020. We're happy that you're joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got so much for you, including creative, innovative, and really fun new games, and a lot of news to share. But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel. This has certainly been a challenging year. From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home
Чё так
country
модно,
to the
что ли?
devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing
Давай,
dedication while
возьми ты
working
его.
from home. What you've been able to achieve is
Ладно,
nothing
зато я
short of
успел
inspirational.
стрим.
We are also deeply thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart, billions of you are using games to come together, to
Так,
play,
ну все.
and do amazing things
А,
for each
вот,
other.
спали.
Если что-нибудь
You've
интересное
shown why
покажу,
this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world. Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared
Ну-ка,
some
если
actions
графон на
Electronic
ульта.
Arts is taking. We will not
Чем
rest on
ульта
this.
отличается
It's a
от
long-term commitment.
высокого?
We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games, and we are focused on making our communities fun, inclusive, and positive places to play. We also have real work to do to bring greater diversity into our company, and we are committed to doing that work. Today, we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better, they can teach us, they can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun. All of us at Electronic Arts believe in that, and it's why we're excited to get up every morning to make great experiences for all of you. So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
Так, ну и чё? Приехать.
What's up, everybody?
О,
I'm Greg Miller, and
видео
welcome
пошел
to EA
какой-то.
Play. We had an incredible show in LA planned for you. Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was gonna fly in on an X-Wing. I was gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my
Я
hometown
бы
of San
реально хотел,
Francisco,
чтобы это
but we still
прошел
the
не так
Tigers.
долго.
What's that, Jane?
А
No
то спать,
tigers.
сука, охота.
So you lied. Oh,
Работать
all
надо
right.
скоро.
I'm being told there are no tigers, but whatever. We're still gonna bring you the EA Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year, plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh, and pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more than a dozen great EA games on Steam. Throughout the show, keep an eye out for discreetly placed golden letters. Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam. So don't go anywhere. Who am I kidding? None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking. Let's see
Пробежал
some
пролог
games.
и
Up first, we're
зашибись.
headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time. Anyone want to take me out?
Уже, Apex Legends показывает. Там.
Твою мать, можно?
Apex Legends. Сезон 5.
Hey Apex fans, the battle in Lova. A major map change to Kings Canyon. Rest in peace, Skulltown. An all-new ranked series, and a ton of quality of life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures. Take a look.
I might bury you here. No one will ever know. You'll just be gone.
Adventurers, raiders, explorers. They risk everything in search of fame, fortune, and answers. Few find what they're looking for. But if they survive, they might walk away with lost treasures.
I'll high-five you all when I see you. Mobile respawn beacon here.
My sinuses are firing again. Check yourself or wreck yourself. Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Guns? Who needs guns? I don't need guns.
I know what I'm looking for.
I
I won't walk away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
T, it's me. Be careful. He's watching you.
As you just saw, the Lost Treasures Collection event brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolved. It's the return of a fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my
Онлайн
All
73
armor is
тысячи.
Evo armor,
Как
and we're
это,
removing all of
PC
the
Gaming
respawn
Show
beacons
пока
across
что.
the entire map.
Что с тысячи
Don't worry
дойдем?
though,
Хуй
you'll still
знает.
be able to bring back your
Мне
teammates
кажется,
with the help
это-
of a new item, the mobile
Мне
respawn
кажется, на
beacon.
этой группе немножко будет.
You'll have one of these in your inventory at the start of each
Это
match,
что-то
giving you the
комковато,
power to
короче.
choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle. Lost Treasures also introduces a new town takeover, Crypto's Map Room, which gives players a closer look at what motivates this drone-wielding hacker. And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges, as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items and the introduction of your boy Mirage's heirloom, which is fittingly a trophy of himself.
Excited to see you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's plenty of me's to go around.
And the best part is you don't have to wait that long. Lost Treasures drops on Tuesday, June 23rd. And that's not all, Apex fans. The battle is expanding. That's right, this fall we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know you're hoping,
Apex Legends Steam
wondering,
выходит, да ну
so before
нахуй.
you ask,
Нихуя.
yeah, crossplay is coming to
Вводишь
Apex
же не
this fall.
кроссплей, есть Xbox
It's been
One,
one of the
Steam
biggest
Edition
requests we
и
get, and we're
PS4.
thrilled to finally deliver it to our fans. What am I forgetting?
Хуя себе.
Oh yeah, one last thing. Let's make it official.
На Nintendo Switch Apex Legends выйдет.
We're
Ебах.
incredibly excited to be bringing
Нифига
Apex
себе.
Legends to the Switch this fall. And we'll share more details in the months ahead.
Нифига себе.
So that means you'll be able to squad up no matter
Опять
where
платформ
you
будет поддерживаться. Прикинь, на свече, блядь, со Steam играть, нахуй.
or on the PC via Origin and
Есть.
Steam. We're throwing out a lifeline and healing the divide between the platforms. On behalf of the entire Apex team, we want to thank our incredible community.
Здесь на
Your
канал
passion
стриме
for the game is
выйдет
truly
Apex
inspiring.
Legends.
We look forward to seeing you all in the arena. And don't forget, check out Lost Treasures on June 23rd.
Woo! Oh man, that was amazing. I think I'm hyperbolic. I think I'm hypervent. I've had a really good time here.
Sul, everyone. One thing I admire about Apex Legends is its commitment to having such a diverse
Steam
range of
сейчас пойдет
characters. At The
обновление
Sims,
для
we've
чего за
always
Sims.
believed representation and diversity in games is critically important, perhaps now more than ever. It's difficult to put into words just how meaningful it can be to see yourself reflected in the games you play. So, here to tell you in their own words are a few members of our Sims community.
It's a very interesting thing to
Не, ну Saints Row выглядит красиво.
Feels empowering actually and very moving.
Это единственный его плюс, ремастер, да. Все остальное уже минус.
It's probably like
Лучше Мафия
I was
2, хуже
I get to
других
see my
ремастеров.
personality first before seeing my disability, I guess you could say.
I found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my teeth.
first realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world
Ничего
where I
интересного
can
нет.
express
Я
myself,
74 не
be
люблю в 3.
myself.
Люблю второй. Но это было очень давно, когда играл. Уже забыл все. SimCity последний был, Sims 2 играл.
No matter where I was or what I was going through, I had my safe place. This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time, but it gave me hope.
It gave me a sense of hope that I could build a life that looked like that.
The Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope our world eventually becomes.
As I got more comfortable with my character in the game, I got more comfortable with myself.
Ах ты сука, как, бля.
I play to express myself.
I play to make a difference.
I
play to feel good about myself.
Play to have confidence.
To have me time.
Сука.
Creativity.
It's
Говно.
more than just a game. It's creating your life.
As you just saw, there are so many reasons why I am proud to be part of the Sims global community. We want the Sims to be a place of unity and hope, a place where you can be your authentic self and build your vision for our shared world, a place to imagine what's possible. To our Simmers, thank you for everything you've done to make your communities virtual and real.
Да ну тебя нахер.
Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you. We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as the Sims 4 arrives on Steam. Take a look.
Да, Sims обновление какое-то. Sims 4 в Steam еще выход. Нихуя себе.
Ау. Факин насуна. Кажется.
Steam 4 в Steam действительно выходит. Вот так вот.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team, and joining me today from our community team.
Исполнил тему. Опять же, по товару у них есть электроник.
Arriving on Steam today. 5 more great EA games, including Titanfall 2, A Way Out, and
Карта будет. Сука. Где карта?
When EA Access arrives on Steam this fall, you can get all those great titles and a ton more with your membership.
You can also expect to see our new releases on Steam.
О, да, карта
One of
появилась.
the first arrived just a short while ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
О, нихуя себе, это комка на ремастер. Лекса. А зачем вы показывают, какой он охуенный? Я просто не понимаю, зачем его показывают. Ну, он уже платишь, да.
And Steam isn't the only platform getting some love. We'll be bringing games to more platforms than ever.
You can expect 7 new games coming to Switch in the next 12 months, including Burnout Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this year. And we're bringing crossplay to many of your favorite games too, starting with Need for Speed.
А теперь прицел слишком резкий, да
Some new titles being revealed
Ташки было не так.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you want, where you want, and with who you want. It's about playing together.
Absolutely. Now,
Ташки,
let's reveal
сука,
some more
было
games.
не так.
Over to you, Greg.
Quick reminder to keep an eye out for those special golden letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere, and I
Тут
mean
деньги.
anywhere, so keep your eyes open. Write the letters down as they appear, and once
Погазовали.
you drop the code, you'll be able to enter for a chance to win one of more than a dozen great games on Steam. So stay tuned and find out where to enter the code at the end of the show. Now, if you follow my content at all, then you know there's nothing I love more than buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Haze Light and Zoink to give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye.
GPS.
Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA originals.
Что за такая? Какая-то интрига. А, ну я понял.
Sometimes you just have this great idea of a
Все
game,
понял.
but it can be really hard to do it on your own.
We wanted space for our studio's creativity to flow free, so that we could try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas.
There are times where you've got to like break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game we want to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
We can really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
Let's find that magic.
Так, ладно.
Ну,
Чем главное?
когда он с ними выходит, наверное, покажут. Вот этот. Ей. И ори. Ну, понятно.
And now for a deeper dive into what these developers are working on, we turn our spotlight on 3 studios. Up first is Hazelight and their mild-mannered, quiet leader, Joseph Ferris.
Let's do it.
Please welcome Joseph Ferris.
О, теперь у меня показывается FPS, я смогу узнать, сколько у меня FPS в игре наконец-таки.
Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay. The Oscars, you know? The Oscars! You! No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man. I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there. We tried to move 5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know.
Давай прорвись.
My third movie is Zozo. It's basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done 5 feature movies and now I've done 3 games. And it's way hard to make a game. It's almost like the audience has control of the pacing of the story. While in movies it's being paced for you. In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there that are making games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they like reuse all the time. The designers and the storywriters are like doing 2 different games. That's why I founded Hazelight, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Hazelight is all about. And action. The new game, It Takes Two, is a co-op action-adventure platformer that will blow your f***ing mind away. The story starts out with a small family. Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive and actually controls both Cody and May. And you could say you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions. There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And I think for the players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two is a crazy roller coaster ride that doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending, but that ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space. And when you're in space, you're like, what the f am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe It Takes Two, actually.
Когда-то в 25 году.
Wow, that was the best way to describe it. All right, Joseph, we love you so much. Thank you. Keep it up over there. The Oscars.
Ебать, они здесь матерятся.
I'm a fan of both their delicious red gummy fish and their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olaf from Zoink Games.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better. And I think my friend Olaf would agree.
Писька бьет. Нихуя у тебя, мужик, косичка, ты чё, папа, что ли, ебаный? Отрежи нахуй. Вот его, блядь.
Lost in Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper. After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the kingdom of random. Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force controls every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern message that's really relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though, Even learns the power in doing just the opposite. Embrace the randomness, accept the uncertainties in life, and you'll be surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine if you could change the course of life with the roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this first look at Lost in Random.
Welcome to Random.
Вот премьер. Ну ладно, показывайте хули. Ведь какой-то идти бляху.
A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations, transforming the fates of people just like you. But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything? Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds, and break the curse of random.
Well, well. You can't have the sweet without the sour.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us, right?
Да какая-то дига.
Really cool. That's a look at Lost in Random in man. Embracing randomness. I feel like I live that every day in my life. Ah! Do you know I was gonna do that? You didn't know that. Dicey's my spirit animal. The game's out next year. But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
At Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I am incredibly excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena. As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into the action quickly and stay in the fight. We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're gonna love what we've got in store for you. Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena. Enjoy.
Rockets away!
Let's kick this into gear. The trophy will soon be mine. Have you ever wondered why life is so good on Crater? Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches.
Cannonball!
Quality public transportation. And exotic destinations. Another victory. The people are courteous and friendly.
Если я засну, то буду подъесть. Нихуя, ты чё, какой-то конвигочи жальной?
But the real reason life is so good? We've got rockets.
действительно вот кого он вел в очи. На теории есть. А что это такое? Городе твой Xbox One.
So as you just saw, rockets are obviously awesome
Блять,
to
какой-то
blast all over the
склон
place.
наверх очень.
But in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master. You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities to blast opponents out of the arena, and an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself. Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray. You'll also be able to really customize your own unique look and playstyle. Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes' playstyles. Plus, every character has 100 levels of progression that unlock new cosmetics and rewards. All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th. And there's plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play support right from the start. So grab your friends, regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th on PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam. And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show with the help of some great content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below. See you in the arena.
Wow, that looks great. And hopefully you've all been keeping track of the golden letters hidden throughout the show and nearly cracked the code. Here's a hint. It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show, we'll reveal where you need to go to enter the code and a chance to win some great games on Steam. Now, from the future of rocket warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadrons. Now, okay, I promise you we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that. Take a look.
О, геймплей Звездных войн. Такой показать трейлер. Футаж. Похоже. Да хуй там геймплей показывать космические бои. Типа, мам против папы, блядь, или бабка против деда, блядь, хуй там показывает.
Squadron, the galaxy's finest.
Выходит он 2 октября 2020.
Wow. The 8-year-old in all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce
Вообще нахрен вы такое анонсировали с игрой прямо вот. Здесь анонсировать, геймплей показать сразу. А не выпускать там трейлер отдельно.
Hey Greg, Greg. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet. Now, in my copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff. And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
We're showing them right now to the world. This strikes me as above and beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
I think at Motive, you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star Wars fandom. When we started this project, I talked to a lot of people as they joined the team, and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow, that's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage, to actually making this game?
Well, I think that fandom, just love of Star Wars, has provided a really good foundation for us. But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working with Star Wars when they worked on Battlefront 2. And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up, there was a really small group of us that were really into particularly the pilot experience within Star Wars. And we wanted to make something new, something that really went all in on that part of the fantasy. And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project, and that ramped up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You talk about, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past. How do you honor that but make something brand new?
It's been interesting. We're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. In real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill. And that's something that you'll see throughout the game. As you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers. But as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you can do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace pilot stuff. And that's really where we have a lot of fun with the game.
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
It's actually some of both. So the game starts with a brand new single player story, takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives mission to mission over the course of the story. You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support cross-play. You could be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or in VR, which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end. It's pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
You just Death Starred my mind, man. That's awesome. That is, the big question, when can people actually play it?
Not too long, actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Okay, not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons. Enjoy.
Вот, премьер о геймплей наконец-то. И мобайл. Ну, поехали посмотрим на геймплей. Если он еще будет.
Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations, fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on, come on!
You'll begin your career in a single-player story.
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
Where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyards.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready!
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get them!
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun!
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light them up! Nice!
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
They're on you!
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout.
Димон, у тебя микрофон нужен.
Finally got him. This will be critical
Yes,
in
sir.
Star Wars Squadrons multiplayer
Да.
modes.
Ах ты пидорас.
First up, dogfights.
Сейчас.
All-out 5v5
Пидор вернулся.
Fine-tune your loadout to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet Battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff.
Так, ну. Вроде пока не
Push
сушит.
the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map.
Вроде пока не жжит.
Attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital
Я,
ships.
блядь, мне уже солнце скоро встанет, а я еще спать не хочу. Якомана.
Ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's
Нифига себе, вот
active
это я
flagships
сыпил
and
класс.
take it down. At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagships safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play. Speedy, unrelenting assaults,
Stay together, strike quickly.
stealth and subversion,
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now.
Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons.
Что-то вот тоже много этого.
Galaxy's finest, and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
Ну да, выйдет 2-10. Короче, уход 2 октября 2020. Понятно, хули.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season.
Чё за, блять, лысый негр?
Next level.
Лысый негр, ёпта.
Какой-то волт премьер. Это что, блять? А, это Модерку начал, бля.
True love makes me feel like somebody. I never thought I could rise to another way.
It's just me and the keeper. My heart is like, Doom. Score that goal, and you're a hero.
And history carves your name. You know what it sounds like? 60,000 people
singing your song.
I can't live without that feeling.
It's in your bones.
I
feel football in my heart.
Feel it in your hands.
Right, taste it. See the unknown.
Face my fears.
Live to fight again.
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping, shin splitting, hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights.
I want to feel it all.
E-sport.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Ну, движки флэшбэк, все такое, всякая хуйня.
That's a lot to look forward to, but there's more. Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you, and that's just the beginning. As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you more of the games that you want to play. Games like Star Wars Squadrons, Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer. These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard and we are acting on your feedback. Now we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new play, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on. Generation shifts are opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of gaming as we know it today, and this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel. From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience. And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless immersion which will get you into the race in a matter of seconds.
Разница у нас скины и под скины, интересно.
BioWare imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story. And we're using this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual
Battlefield 2013.
We are creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that would have been impossible without next-gen technology. This is just the beginning of the things we are working on, and there is so much more to come. The future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback and let's build the future together. On behalf of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today. But before we sign off, there's just one more game we would love to share. Cousin Darren, over to you.
Короче, понятно.
Thank you. So
Что
the
такое
moment is
случилось?
here. We finally get to say
Все охуенно.
В принципе, нормальный ремастер, я не знаю, что сжаловались.
Ну, кроме графики нет улучшения, просто хотелось бы больше. Ради графики покупать игру долговато что-то.
and really pleased to say that we're here. It is really early, but it takes a little while to find cuz for waking up.
Dude, harsh. So we've got a long way to go.
Я нашел только одну проблему.
Какую?
And seriously, we really can't
Проблему
wait
с
to see you guys
чувствительностью
in and have
прицела.
a part of it with us.
Я не знаю. Я не играл из геймпада. У меня никогда нет проблем.
The comments.
It's amazing.
Так я тоже на геймпаде.
Да? Я играл мне нормально.
Amazing. Skate changed my life. Thank you so much. Skate forever.
Guys, we did it. We brought back Skate. Thank you to EA. Thank you to Cuz. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you. Thank you to me. I can't believe I'm so happy and my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the complete code, go to player.gg/EA and enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg. You can find the official rules and everything else over at player.gg/EA. Now, this has been an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity for all of us all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming. Thank you for being part of EA Play. Until next time, I'll see you online, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
We see it all with wonder. We dream in every color, and we come alive.
Ай.
Че?
FIFA 21.
Да. Какой ремастер коллекшн.
О, стрим подвис.
Индиго, нихуя себе, новый Индиго. Модерку 21. Типа кнопку Overwatch. Все это в стиме уход.
Что-то конец, что
Я
ли?
и понял.
Thanks for watching. Я пришел под самый конец, понимаешь?
Все?
Да, это конец.
Быстренько, 50 минут всего лишь.
Это конец, я шатал, я манал.
Слишком долго был. Но они говорят, это только 10 игр показали. Ни нового Battlefield, ни нового НФС. Все хочет да. Че делать любит?
Короче, хуже. Я понял.
Че хуже?
Хуже, чем предыдущая конфа, потому что они прокрутили все иллюзии, я понял так.
О, не, предыдущий конф. Нет, это лучше. Предыдущий конфа, который в прошлом году, это вообще хуйня полная. 6 игр за 3 часа. А тут 10-15 игр за час.
Ну, зато каких? 6 игр.
Ой, Star Wars, Modern, FIFA, Battle, Sims. И что-то еще. Apex Legends. Все. 6 игр, это интересно.